Good evening, Lekon. Thank you for having me on the news this evening. I'm still in Makurdi, of course, following up with the insecurity situation in the state, the activities of non-state actors and consistent attacks by suspected armed herders, across different communities here in the state. I'm at the popular food basket roundabout here in Makurdi, the state capital, and of course we'll be bringing you the updates. Well, in light of the development, in light of the insecurity in the state, it attracted the attention of quite a number of individuals, including the federal government, prompting, of course, a partial relocation, temporary relocation of the Chief of Army Staff to Benue State. Now, this has generated reactions and expectation by residents and others who have been watching these developments, to know whether this would bring a lasting solution to the issues of insecurity in the state. And right now, I'll be speaking with one of such individuals. He was a two-time acting chairman of both Benue West local government and also Kwande local government, two of which have been attacked, very recently by these suspected armed herders. I would have joining me Dr. Uto Thaddeus. Dr. Uto Thaddeus would be answering questions with regards to this development. Good evening, Doctor. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, so the first question would now be what your reaction was when you heard that the Chief of Army Staff was relocating partially to Benue State.
First and foremost, I want to say that you made a mistake by saying food basket of the nation. You are referring to Benue State as food basket of the nation. It's no longer news to hear that it has changed to date basket of the nation because of the recent attacks made on the people of Benue State and particularly Benue West local government where I come from. With the relocation, the said relocation of the Chief of Army Staff to Benue State, well, to some extent, we have not seen positive change. And there are reports from various quarters that the man just visited Benue and went back. So as to whether there is positive effect, I am yet to know, because up to today, the killings is still going on. So our problem basically is flushing out these Fulanis who claim to be indigenous. And at my age, I am over 60 years old, I have never coexisted with the Fulanis. Okay. And even in those days, when you see Fulanis passing to the southern region, they were harmless. Today, they come to a place with heavily loaded, and I strongly believe that their mission is different from ordinary grazing.
Okay. So we're going to be having more of these details, but then I also have joining me Dr. Francis Ayaga. Dr. Francis Ayaga was two-time local government chairman of Benue West local government. He is from Agagbe community, even though Naka was the community that was recently attacked. But he is also a social and political analyst. Dr. Francis, speak to us about what your immediate reaction was when you heard that the Chief of Army Staff was coming here and what they are right now.
I am not a pessimist. So when I heard that the Chief of Army Staff came to Benue State, I believe he's going to do something good. But then, I do believe that his failure or success depends on the political will of the governor. Because as an indigene and as one who has been following the security issues in the state, he has been speaking with both sides of his mouth. So I am waiting to see the result. But let me be quick to inform you that there has been anti-open grazing law in the state for the past 8 years. I remember in 2020, when we had a joint security meeting with Nasarawa State government at Yerwata, the boundary between Nasarawa and Benue State, the herders claimed they are coming to Benue State because they are not aware of the boundary between Benue and Nasarawa State. Well, at that time, they could be excused because the anti-open grazing law was barely 3 years. But from that time to this time, this is exactly 8 years. So I wonder what they are doing in Benue State. And to my greater dismay, about 2 days ago, the leader of Metiala, Juan Ardo Rescue, and his secretary, Ibrahim made a press conference accusing the indigents of roasting their cows. And then, to my greater dismay, I learned from the press conference that there was intervention of the police and other government officials. I ask, is the anti-open grazing law in existence? If it is, we are the headers, we are the cattle roasted in their ranches. If not, this morning I wrote an open letter to the governor asking to order for the arrest of the Aldo and his secretary for prosecution.
All right, we're going to get to that conversation, but then I think we should focus back on the conversation on expectations from the federal government, particularly the Nigerian Armed Forces. I still have Dr. Uto with me. Dr. Uto, you are from Naka.
Yes.
I was in Naka just barely 24 hours ago, and the traditional ruler there, the Tet Yoshin in Naka there, explained that while the army is there, it seems that they've fallen prey to what he described as occupational relief, and this has made it difficult for them to carry out their responsibilities. What would be
this total complicity on the part of the military? The army personnel deployed to Goa West local government. I don't know whether because they have overstayed in that place. For now, they have turned the place as a revenue point because they want the thing to continue so that they will have that revenue. So that even when there is an attack very close to their base, the attackers go without being arrested or attack or counter-attack as it is. They often claim that the Nigerian army, they are not for people, they are not for us. But I wonder, because these people continue attacking us. Look at the recent killings. There was killings of over 12 people at Obiam, where there is a military base. Most of those people that were killed ran to the base and they were sent away by the military personnel. And in the course of retreating and going back, they were killed.
Finally, Doctor, what steps would you like to see that will finally convince you to say, okay, maybe actionable steps are being taken to put this to rest permanently?
There are two things that needed to be done.
Tell us.
One, why are they here? They are not part of Benue State. They should be sent back. They are killing us, and they are claiming responsibility for killing our people. Just like my colleagues have said, quite recently, the officials of the Miatiala claim that they are doing that thing because we have roasted, their people have roasted their cattle. Where? The question is where? Because there is a law in place, and that law is public law. It's not even an individual law, not even the governor, because it was the collective aspiration of the Benue people that cumulated into the law. So now, if they want us to be served, they should flush out these headers or the militias, and then allow us to also move with weapons, just like they have granted them the opportunity to move with AK-47 and other dangerous weapons. In that case, we also showcase who is much stronger.
You protect yourself, sir.
Yes, because we need to protect ourselves.
Thank you, Doctor.
And that is the situation on ground. The federal government, the people who are responsible for protecting and ensuring the safety of Nigerians have been saying over and over.
All right.
We should protect ourselves.
I hope that they are watching this right now, and I hope that they will do that. Lekon, if you permit me just a few seconds, I would like actually for Dr. Francis Ayaga to also give his concluding statement on what you would expect to see that would finally convince you that probably the issues are being resolved permanently in 20 seconds if possible.
See, a problem no is a problem solved. Like I earlier told you, the header militia are here. They have their sponsors within them. I told you about 2 days ago, the ARDO addressed a press conference highlighting how they stole their cows. If these people are brought to book, because I'm very much aware that they know the killers. If you know that your cows are stolen here, you should also know who is killing who in that place. If these people are arrested, are prosecuted, our problems will be over.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Francis. Well, that's been the position and the opinions of Dr. Francis Ayaga and also Dr. Uta Thaddeus, two-time local government representatives here in Benue State. They've made brazen accusations, of course, accusing the Mieti Allah, which, of course, I have also been in contact with. I'm trying to get an interview with them, and as soon as we can, they would also be speaking to us and giving their own side of the story. Back to you in the studio, Lekon.
Thank you so much, Sagir Ibrahim, for helping us to get the details from these people who actually know where it pinches. We will continue to track back with you to get more details from your end.